Now that we've created our whole pattern inside of this, what we're going to do is we're going to practice a basic joint or a basic assembly. Now, in my original series, when I had done these, our goal was to take the 1, 2, 3 block that was created in the early parts of the series, and we add those onto the ends of these shafts. However, in this point, we're just going to learn how to put hardware in, and maybe sometime I'll go back in and show you how to do the other ones. What we want to do, though, we would normally jump right to assemble and we'd have some other parts in here and we would place them together, but we need to get some other components, keyword components here. Right now we only have one on our screen, and this is kind of the master or the parent component. We're going to go up here to the Insert tab, click the drop-down menu, and you want to choose Insert McMaster-Carr Component. Now, McMaster-Carr is a huge hardware producing company. Their catalogs are literally several inches thick, and now they have this great online resource. And one of the nice things about McMaster-Carr is that you can actually go in here and find something and pull a CAD file from whatever you choose and drop it into your drawing. That's great because we have a lot of these common bolts and nuts and hardware pieces that we just wouldn't want to waste time trying to model ourselves. It just takes too much time. So for the basics, we're going to choose screws and bolts. We're going to keep this simple. We're going to choose socket head screws. Once again, we're going to choose standard socket head screws right here. And then you can pick alloy steel socket head screws. Now, just bear in mind this would work for any of those other options. And then we want to narrow down our basic sizes. So you have all of these inch thread sizes in here. And by the way, a 080 thread is absolutely tiny. All right, tiny, tiny threads. We want to scroll down here and choose quarter 20, so quarter-inch diameter by 20 threads per inch threads. All right, they're right after the 1224 threads. So choose quarter 20, and that's the thread size, quarter inch, 20 threads. And then we're going to choose a length right here, and we want 1 inch. So scroll down here and choose 1 inch. All that's done is reduced our amount of responses from the website. Okay, and if I scroll down here a little bit, you're going to notice that I've got 3 options. So these are just different coatings. We want a black oxide alloy steel screw. We're going to choose the 1 inch fully threaded course. Okay, highlight it yellow and click on that. You could place these into an order if you wanted to. However, in our case, we're not worried about that. We want product detail. So in this little menu, choose product detail. It has a little green CAD symbol next to it. And it will open up a window. And it has lots of information in here. Again, ordering information, a solid picture of the screw, okay, much of the stuff that you would need if you were actually designing and engineering. It has a CAD drawing, 2-dimensional here. And if you scroll the whole way to the bottom, you're going to have this little menu. It is probably currently set to 3D SolidWorks, but in our case, we're going to choose 3D Step. They seem to work well in Fusion. And then you can choose Save. And what that's going to do is take this 3D part and literally drop it into our drawing, so we don't have to go in and draw it. Might take a moment for it to download it and place it. You'll notice that it kind of appeared at an awkward spot. We don't want it there. You can grab the arrows and move this whichever way you like, and then make sure you hit Enter or OK. So we clicked OK, and now we have a screw and our part on screen. Now, to put this into the part, the common thing that people try and do is they try and click this and place it, and you'll notice it's not going in there. That's because you're looking at a 2-dimensional screen, but working in a 3-dimensional space. So you've got to have a better way to control that. To do that, we're going to go up here to Assemble, and we're going to click Joint right here, or you can type the letter J. So click Joint. You may get this message that says some components have been moved. Just click Capture Position. Once you've done that, I suggest that you zoom in, and we want to pick up the bottom of the head of the screw. So this is the head right here, and we have the threaded portion. There's a donut right here. You're going to choose that donut shape and click once. Try not to have it attached to any of those little white dots that you see. So just have it floating out here in the middle when you click. It'll turn blue. That allows me to work with those points, and I want that center point right in here. Make sure you get that. Don't get the ones that are on the rim of this, okay? Click that point, it should turn kind of clear or translucent. What that means is that it's waiting for its next command, and it needs the other half of the joint. I don't care which one you place it in, but choose one of these holes, and you want that center, that little saucer icon in the middle of a hole. Click on it, and the screw will jump into that hole position, but notice that it's upside down. All I have to do is choose flip right here in the menu, and then it's going to locate it in that position. Make sure that you hit OK, and you successfully placed your screw in one of those